Oh well, welcome back to another episode of YTB Farming and Farming Yarn. Got some groundwork to do. I think if we can see Brown coming down the road there. He's going to give us a hand. So we'll head over
Hello
there
everyone.
and we'll have a bit of a catch up.
It's another big stream planned, I suppose. Plenty to do. Oh, left my headlights on. Yeah, got some groundwork to finish that we didn't get finished last weekend, and the other half of the promised harvest that we also didn't even get started from last weekend.
Yeah, I know. It just got away on us really. I didn't realise how much 42 hectares really is. But yeah, we'll get this groundwork done and see how we go from there, eh?
Yeah. We'll do the best we can to get it done. Alright.
Oh well, there's a Johnny there you can use.
This one? Or the one in there?
This one here.
There isn't one in here.
Over here.
Oh, it's already got the
roller.
discs on it. Yeah. Oh, the roll. Okay, right.
Park Kieran's tractor up. So I'm not using it.
Yeah, not getting any unneeded hours on his equipment.
On his baby.
On his baby. Oh, Jesus. Nearly ran you over. Right, well. I guess there's... Well, I mean, here in Australia and New Zealand, they say things like, we're not here to do nasty things to spiders. So, we'll get into it. What's going on? Hang on. What's it? There we go. Sorry, Brad, I'll be out of your way in a second. 2 headlands, work direction automatic.
I think we'll just go 90% again, eh?
90 degrees.
Yeah, 90 degrees. 90%.
90%, yeah. I knew what you meant. What's that going to do to us? Oh, it's exactly the same. Alright. Yeah, it was an interesting start to the pre-stream that you guys might see at some point. Just a random, just your regular Farm Simulator 2025 glitch that we might share at some point once I get it sorted out. But that's the first. I've never seen a front end loader attached to a 3-point linkage before. But yeah, that's what we loaded into, so I've got proof of that, so we'll get that one linked in at some point, sometime, somewhere, whether it's here on the YouTube channel or the Facebook page. But, yeah, that was quite a laugh, but
yeah, definitely something worth having a look into. So busy week at work for you?
Oh, it's always a busy week at work, mate. Did a bit of bird trapping, which is just a bit of a. I'm being. I'd say, I want to say cherry picked, but at the end of the day, there's sort of only 2 cherries to pick from, and one's ripe and one's going rotten. So I've been sort of. It's been suggested that I put a bit more work into doing the bird trapping, and that'll eventually lead on to being allowed to do shoots at commercial sites. So that'll be dealing with sort of as much as I'm a big fan of things that fly, there are some things that fly that you just can't, biosecurity wise and I don't even know if there's a word for it. Sanitation wise, can't have, and you just can't trap some of them. So you gotta deliver them lead supplements at 450 feet per second. So that's something to look into for me, and that'll be an extra bit of cash, a bit more work on top of the rodents and the insect control that I do. So yeah, it's interesting. Had my first proper pigeon trapping job last week too. That's not my favourite thing to do, obviously, but you know, it's an experience, and I'm here to learn and get better. And obviously, those that know me know the last few years of my life haven't exactly been great, so it is kind of good to be making changes and moving forward.
Onwards and
career-wise, yeah, career-wise, health-wise, all that sort of carry on. So, yeah, I mean, I could talk about that for hours, but we don't need to hear my backstory again. You know, I know it is farm and yarn, but it's not farm and yawn. The yawn part comes after 4 hours of doing a harvest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wears you out pretty quick.
Yeah. But other than that, you just here, there, everywhere like usual. Had an Oki on Friday, which was cool. I always enjoy getting out of Toowoomba. And then I believe potentially Monday I'm heading down to Warwick to do some more bird trapping stuff. So that'll be cool. Yeah, what about you, Brad? How was your week? I know you've been battling the elements a lot, being down there at the bottom of the South Island.
Yeah, she's been an interesting week, that's for sure. Very interesting, actually. Cold and wet. But you get that for
It's the
spring,
yeah,
deep south
yeah.
of New Zealand, you know what it's like.
Spent 25 years there, brother.
Yeah.
I'm still not used to the 25-degree days in August. Yeah, so I mean, yeah, I miss the cold a wee bit. It's strange. I never thought I would, but I do miss the cooler weather. Maybe not so much miss it, but I was used to it. Pretty much used to it. It's always a lot easier to warm up, you know, than it was to cool down, or than it is to cool down. So, I mean, you get that on the big jobs, I suppose. And then here, it's obviously complete opposite. You're wanting to stay cool. Aircon is life when you're on the road. I'll tell you that much. Not even just on the road, it's just in general. Having the ability to stay cool and hydrated too, it plays a big part in everything. Yeah. Although, yeah, we are expecting to get quite an unsettled spring, so I'd say give it a week to 10 days, and we too will be getting thunderstorms and that sort of carry on, which is something that I actually quite enjoy. Last year was an experience having, I guess you'd say, raging electrical storms every night for 3 or 4 weeks there in a row. That was something special. I've never seen anything quite like it, or heard anything quite like it too, for that matter. We've got thunder and lightning, and like lightning bolts hitting the ground. Sometimes just 20, 30, 40, 50 meters away from your house. Like it was intense last year, and I'm kind of looking forward to it again. I'll run down this end and skip a run and come back.
Yeah, all good. I think it'll work quite good if you take the lead. Just notice that this tractor needs a service, so
Well, you're running a bit slow.
the old meters almost in the red. So yeah, she's pretty low.
There's something to aim for later on. Take it in for a bit of a service.
Definitely got enough money up my sleeve to do that. So
As I can't remember who said it was. I think it's been discussed already previously in earlier streams, or not even in earlier streams, just previously in general. Money in the bank in Farming Simulator 25 is wasted money.
it means nothing.
Means nothing. Yeah. So there's always something to spend money on.
Yeah, as long as you got enough to cover your bills, you go.
Yeah, I guess now is probably a better time than any to move on to the, I guess, as much as the weekend's sort of still half done, we've got some sporting results to discuss.
No.
Do we ever? Oh, we've got some records that have been broken, some of them good, some of them not so good. They cross multiple formats of the game of rugby, obviously league and union. The one mention of the league that is worth mentioning was the Warriors breaking the all-time record for the fastest try in NRL history, 9 seconds from kickoff.
Which is awesome.
Absolutely incredible, and we went on to lose the game by 1 point. It was Daly Cherryvan's very last game, home game as well, and he kicked a drop goal to break the deadlock. Well, to put it out of like scoring once, I guess you'd say. The Warriors needed to score twice to win the game, and they couldn't. But that's okay. Home final for them, which is next weekend. I can't actually remember who it's against. I think it's actually the Panthers, off the top of my head, who absolutely destroyed my other team, the St George Illawarra Dragons, tonight. I think that was something like 40 points to 20. So Panthers are on form, and of course that's Ivan Cleary, former Warriors coach. He's coaching the Panthers, and his son, he's a pretty good player for Panthers as well. So that's probably not going to be a fun watch next weekend. But hey, us Warriors fans are suckers for punishment. But I'll definitely have to get your thoughts on some of this rugby union from today, even the 3 games that were on today.
Yeah. Oh. The old Southland game was a bit of a letdown.
Kind of expected, to be fair. But hey.
Yeah. I got a message from, as I sent the Snapchat out before the game started, time to watch some rugby. Got a reply from an in-law, and she asked what the score was going to be, and I said I actually have no idea, but we've only got one hand on the shield.
Yeah, it turns out we were just keeping it safe for 6 days,
Yep.
and that's the next record that I wanted to address.
Yeah.
Turns out it's the shortest period of time that any one team has ever held the Ranfurly Shield. So
I
6
think
days. It's tied. It's
Yeah,
tied for the
tied.
worst.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's 6 days. But lovely to see the New Zealand media portraying it as the only time it's been surrendered after 6 days. But hey,
The
that's what you get
commentators
when you live
didn't
in.
get it incorrect. They actually
No.
pointed that out.
They pointed that out, yeah. But
Yeah.
the New Zealand media were pretty quick to say Southland, the shortest holding of the Ranfurly Shield in history, and it's like, hang on, I'm pretty sure Northland or something like that had it for 6 days as well, at some point in time. But that's all good. That's all good. The season's not over yet, and the Stags are a good team, so we'll bounce back. Canterbury's obviously just next level.
Oh, so they played amazing.
It's just next level.
Yeah.
They're virtually the Crusaders Super Rugby team. Like, yeah, there's something about Canterbury and their rugby. Their attitude towards rugby is a lot like Australia's attitude towards cricket, and you're not there to have fun, you're there to win. Winning is the main thing. Fun's just a side effect, just an added bonus. That's how I see Canterbury when it comes to rugby, and that's the Crusaders too. But sometimes they are incredible to watch when they're in full flight. Yeah, almost as exciting as an All Blacks game sometimes.
Oh, I think
Almost.
54-14.
Yeah, I think that was the score. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, it got to the second half, and I think it was about 20 minutes to go, and I was like, right, time to have some dinner, and I gave up on watching it.
I'm not even ashamed to admit that I was playing with Lego. Well, I was building Lego, but it was an adult Lego set. It says 17 plus on the box. I'm pretty sure I'm older than 17, so I'm not breaking any laws there. Maybe social laws, I don't know. Court of public opinion can decide that one, but it's an F1 car. F1 cars are cool. It's Nigel Mansell's F1 car, actually. Is Williams, is Renault. So it took me like 2 hours to do. I've got Senna's car as well. So yeah, that's the set. There's only 2 of them. I have the set, I have the pair, and they look pretty cool on display. Got a couple of the other little, I can't remember what the series of Lego cars are. The little F1 cars, this year's F1 cars. For the life of me, the name escapes me. It's like a series of them that they've done. You get all the F1 teams this year. I've only got the Ferrari and the Red Bull. I'm also thinking about getting the Racing Bulls V-Carb one, Liam Lawson rep, but it's not the same. I've seen, it's definitely not the same. The current Racing Bulls car is predominantly white, and the Lego one is weirdly enough blue. So I'm thinking it must be an earlier iteration of it, potentially, or last season's car. I'm not sure. Either way, I actually brought the Red Bull one while Liam Lawson still raced for Red Bull for those 2 races before he was, unpopular opinion, unjustifiably sacked. But anyway, goodbye Yuki Tsunoda, that's all I can say. Hello Isaac Hadjar. Yeah, that's my bet. But yeah, rugby. The Aussies were lucky to. They weren't lucky. They actually. That wasn't exciting. It was 6 minutes after full time. I think it was
6 minutes in overtime. Yep.
Yep. And they dotted down to win the game. And I'd like. Obviously, I live in Australia. I was born here, but I've spent the vast majority of my life in New Zealand. So it was unexpected for me to verbally let out a cheer when they dotted down, because that was one heck of a game. It really was. The RGs were all over them, but then yeah, they kept giving away
Needless penalties, right?
needless
Yeah.
penalty advantages, yeah, and just prolonged the game. All they needed to do was get control of the ball and kick it out, but they couldn't. So, as much as I might have said they deserved to win, on that behaviour alone, they sort of don't deserve to win.
Yeah.
You know, they had every opportunity to win that game and they let it slip. So, whatever. It sucks to be them. Good job, Wallabies. Good luck beating the All Blacks.
Which of course brings us on to the next topic. The
Sorry, I was
All
having a drink. Which one's that?
The All Blacks won tonight.
Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness.
Ardie Savier's 100th game, and I guess you could say one perfectly timed turnover penalty sealed the deal for us, because if he didn't get in over that ball there with a minute to go, I think South Africa were going to dot down. Yeah.
And it would have ended in a draw, 100%.
Yep, 100% a draw. Yeah, and yep, Ardie Savia, as he does every game, just outstanding.
Yeah,
one of the true greats. Yeah.
Showed us why he's there.
Yep, and why he's consistently been there for 100 Test matches. Absolutely outstanding. Will Jordan, sublime like every other game he plays in. Another try. Has he won Doug Howlett's? Has he beat Doug Howlett's record yet? He must be bloody close.
Oh, I'd have to look into that one actually. I think he might be on
He's
par.
got to be close. Yeah. 'Cause what was Dougie Howlett? Was he 61 Test tries? And I think Will Jordan might be in the high 50s. And obviously, Will Jordan's only in his... I'm pretty sure... don't quote me on this. I think he's in his late 20s. So, he might... he might end up being above and beyond, head and shoulders ahead of anyone else for all-time All Blacks try scorer by the time he's done. Because it just seems every game he's averaging a try a game, ridiculous. One of the best backs we've ever seen, and I think he's underrated in a lot of senses.
A lot of the times he's scoring his tries when he's not playing in his position that he goes on.
Yeah,
So
he's out.
Might started at full back and they moved
Fullback
to the wing.
To the wing. Yep. Because oh jeez, I'm no good with these names. So yeah, I think it was the 11 went off for HIA.
Yeah.
Yep. And sure. Will Jordan off the wing. Even then, he was playing in off the wing, and he dotted it down. So. Yeah, there's some of his footwork's great. He just reads the game. He sees the game differently, and it's something to see. But yeah, I can't see. Oh, we've had an accident. I can't see. Oh well, we've got all sorts of problems here. I can't see the Springboks winning at Eden Park anytime soon. It's like 87 years, 143 days or something like that since they've won a game at Eden Park.
Yep.
It's just ridiculous.
Yeah. There are a couple of pretty impressive 50-22 kicks tonight actually. Far out.
Yes.
Both sides.
Both sides, yep.
Both Barrett and Pollard were on point.
And a good amount of fisticuffs too. Real definitely could tell there was a lot at stake in the game. Lots of heated moments, pushing and shoving, and even the odd professional foul, the odd yellow card. Both teams got yellow cards, didn't they? Or was it just the Springbok?
Just the Springboks, yeah.
Yeah. Might be thinking of the Southern game where the number 12 got sent off. Cheeky jab.
Yeah. I reckon Itzebeth, he definitely saved himself from a potential yellow card.
Oh yes, for the tackle on Mackenzie, yep.
Yeah,
And the way that he rolled himself mid tackle, realising he was past vertical, rolled himself over, and literally cushioned the fall for Mackenzie. Yeah, no, I was actually impressed by that.
Yeah, 100%. That was definitely a good move, and that's why he didn't get carded for it.
Yeah, because he's a very passionate player. Like, I think it might have been South Africa, Argentina, and I don't know if it was last year's rugby championship. There was just a couple of moments where he was, rather aggressive. But you could just tell it was caught in the moment. Scruff of the neck sort of stuff. Yeah, good times. Bloody, you can't, like, well, what would that be? 2 out of 3, I guess you'd say, for the weekend. 2 out of 3. Well, not even that. I mean, it's actually 2 out of 3 that we didn't get the right result. Obviously, the Warriors lost, Southland lost. All Blacks make up for it. And then Australia playing the way they did, they sort of made up for it too. So the Rugby Championship's wide open as to who's going to play the All Blacks in the final. That's for sure. I'm thinking Argentina.
Definitely going to be Australia.
Australia, New Zealand, yeah. Well, the Bledisloe hasn't even started yet, so we haven't even played the... Because did we not play Australia 3 times still? For the Bledisloe?
I think so,
Or is it just a one-off test? No, surely it's 3. I'm sure they play 3 games for the Bledisloe. And those, I mean, Schmidt, the Aussie coach, who is a Kiwi, he's definitely brought that team on something fierce. They are a better team than they were a year ago, 18 months ago, definitely a better team. It's going to be interesting to see where that all ends out and how it all sort of unfolds. But definitely worth keeping an eye on.
Definitely got to commend the ref on the game tonight though, except for the All Blacks match.
Actually, I was going to bring that up earlier.
He wasn't one-sided.
Was it actually, again, I might be confusing 2 different games here, but did he not tell... No, that might have been the Southland game actually. The ref told them off for swearing because you could pick it up through his mic, and then he marched them 10 metres for it. Yeah, I thought that was absolutely brilliant. Like, I am a big recidivist offender for swearing, just in general, and I'm doing very well tonight so far. But yeah, you could, and like, it's like international rugby is one thing. Like, obviously there's passion. There's physicality. Like, it's just a whole other level, and that sort of thing is just part of it. You're just rolling with it. But in a local game like that, it was just cool to see, and it sort of arcs back to a video I saw pop up on my newsfeed on Facebook earlier this week, of a club rugby ref laying down the law. which I thought was excellent as well. Getting a bit of chirp from one of the team's halfbacks. And yeah, he basically told him to shut his trap and go stand somewhere else because he wasn't dealing with his shit anymore. And it was brilliant. It was brilliant, and it's gone viral. It's refs deal with a lot of stuff. They get a lot of flack, not just from the calls they make on the field, but then the grief they get from fans. And it doesn't just stop at the end of the game. Like, these guys, they get flack all the time. Like, even outside of the game, they could be living their life outside of, like, middle of the week, whatever, and someone will bail them up and give them grief for a call they made 2 weeks ago. And so it's not an easy job being a ref. So to have that happen and have him just be like, hey, I'm in charge, zip zip your lips. Like, yeah, it was good. It was bloody good. I don't know if you've seen it, Brad. I can send it to you at some point. It's or maybe Radio Horaki shared it. It was, yeah, it's quite a laugh.
Definitely have a look into that one.
It's good. But yeah, like, the weekend isn't over yet. Motorsport wise, obviously we've hinted at the F1. They're racing again this weekend. Yeah, just the now it's happened. My mind's gone blank. One of the Mercedes blew an engine in practice, so gets himself a new engine. Caused the early stoppage to open practice 1, I think it was, practice 2 maybe. Liam Lawson bit off the pace, but live qualifying is later tonight, so I might keep an eye out for that one. Because he's managed to make it out of the first round of qualifying the last few weeks, so he's definitely getting better, got a better car, dare I say it, a better team. Because Red Bull must be a very toxic team. Just the savageness at how quickly they'll remove someone. I don't know. I think that's a bigger debate that we probably don't have the appropriate information for. But the way Lawson was sent packing after 2 races, and then the team principal, what was his name? Horner. The way he was sent packing so abruptly, like, yeah, we know it's cutthroat. Like, these guys are the pinnacle of motorsports. Yeah, it's just, I don't think Red Bull is all it's cracked up to be, particularly F1. Obviously, they've got their finger in many pies. They're in the supercars, they're in the NASCAR, but I mean, NASCAR, they're basically just sponsoring SVG and Connor Zilic, who is already one of my favourites. He races in the Xfinity series, which is the development, the feed-in series for NASCAR. And he's, like, dare I say, he's already got Shane's number. He's already figured Shane out, but then he's figured Shane out at a time where Shane hasn't even figured out how to properly run on oval yet. So that's going to complicate things when that light bulb dings in his head. Because I've said it right from the get-go. Like, it will not take Shane Van Gisbergen long to win on an oval. Maybe it's probably been longer than I expected already. But he's been running at the front every so often. He's won street courses, circuit races. Obviously, that's his pedigree. But it will not be long. We can probably, I don't know. Maybe it's take his time. But, he's getting better, a lot better, and it's added a bit more interest to people that wouldn't normally follow NASCAR, and it's just interesting to understand physics involved, because obviously slipstreaming and track position and all that sort of stuff. And I'm meaning track position as in where you put the car on the corner, on the banking, as opposed to track position like first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, whatever. Different lines, all that sort of thing. It's more complicated than people realise. It's more complicated than I realised. Well, but it's still, yeah. We still usually just watch it for the big one, you know, the big crash that takes out half the field, sort of thing. And there's been some goodies this season. It really has. It really has. But yeah, I digress. Take a breath. I might need a drink after that. I'll have a sip when I get to the end.
But yeah, I think the talk of the NRL for this week though has definitely got to be a certain Reece Walsh.
Oh, wow. Reece Plumbing, eh?
Reece Plumbing.
Yeah. Yeah. No fairness, credit to the dude for for doing his try celebration. I actually thought that was kind of funny when he scored the try and then started motioning of the drinking of the toilet water. But yeah, it doesn't matter if that toilet's been used or not. It's still grotty. He's still a flog in my eyes. I don't have many good things to say about Reece Walsh, apart from the fact that when he's on form, he's on form. But when he's hot, he's hot. When he's cold, he's real cold. And he is just one of those dudes that can either be the greatest or the worst. But generally speaking, he's his own worst enemy. Yeah. And now he's starting to build a string of incidents. Infamous incidents too, not good ones. He's done some pretty out the gate stuff. One person in one season doing all this weird stuff is sort of like the last 8 seasons of NRL by multiple people put together, you know. Although I still think, I brought it up the other day in a conversation with you, Brad, it's almost on par with Todd Carney and the urinating in his own mouth thing that he did a few years ago. I don't know if you remember that one, but that's
Vaguely remember hearing about it, but
yeah, not cool. Not cool.
doing too bad for time, I suppose. Got through this pack pretty quick.
Yeah, it's been good, I suppose, but yeah. When the yarning starts, the farming just flows.
We haven't even decided what I'm going to plant this year, to be quite honest.
Well, mentioned it the other day, the straw harvest.
windows. Yeah, well, I can always plant wheat or something.
It wouldn't hurt.
Wheat or barley or
I'll
linseed
just have
again.
a short turnaround soundy thing for the. Well, I did say I wanted to do something like sorghum or something like that, but I think the windows don't line up. Just have
I think
empty
that
pastures.
paddock next to us is actually right there.
Yes, it is on my left. Yep.
Yeah, your left now. Yep. Paddock 12.
That is definitely sorghum. And the last runs. Another job well done. Just realised that I started on the. I say we. I started on the headlands first instead of the up and downs.
Ah, it's rocks.
Just gonna carry on cultivating some of these tire marks out.
Still got the job done.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. We've obviously just had an update to some new content. Really had a proper chance to check that all out yet. But I did see a big grain trailer for a semi-trailer, you know, that I wouldn't mind having a look at. Might be something to purchase down the line. It's a big crane trailer. That's got my name on it, I think. Don't watch.
Just leave it attached if you want. Don't worry. I suppose better go give this tractor a service, eh?
Yeah. You're taking it to my farm.
Yeah, I've got to.
Oh, true. Yeah. That's a good point. fast the grass is growing.
Oh, I'll get you to come over and give us a quick service for me.
Alright, sorry. Doo doo doo. Holy, okay, yeah.
Let me know how much it costs too.
25 G's.
On the dot?
Well, that'll do. It was more than that, but that'll do. It
Oh, good.
was like 25, 100, something like that.
Oh, where are we?
Sweet.
Oh. Thanks for your help.
That's right.
Now, get back to my yard. Will you put your gear away? Do what you gotta do?
Yeah, I've got to take that those discs back up to the forestry block, or to the secondary yard. Once I've washed my rig. Yeah, I'm currently waiting for 4 separate parcels to arrive out here at IRL. Of varying sizes and what's the other word I'm looking for? Different things. The first one, the biggest one's actually I bought a new Duchess.
Oh, nice.
So that was, yeah, that cost a few $100. That'll be here Friday next week. I've got some new center caps for the Commodore, since one inexplicably went missing the day I friggin' brought it. I still don't know if somebody flogged it or if it fell off, but it's, yeah, it vanished. And what else have I got? I have a Black Caps New Zealand cricket team T20 jersey coming from New Zealand, which is cool.
Sick.
Yeah. That'll be useful for later in the year, especially when Australia plays them next month. Forward to that one. 3 T20s back home in NZ. And then I spent, now this is the kicker, right? So growing up and then even into my adult years, quite a collection of plastic kits, model planes and tanks and that sort of thing. I've got a couple sitting up in the cupboard that I bought a while ago that I just haven't had the, not so much the time, but more or less the mental capacity to actually sit down and start making. Because once you start, you sort of, yeah, there's a bit of effort involved in them, obviously, especially if you want them to look cool. But they're reasonably cheap. Like some of the bigger scale ones are a bit more expensive, and depending on the rarity of them. So some of them just get made in very limited runs. But I wanted something that was, well, I don't even know how to put this. I paid $200 for a die-cast metal one. It is a Bristol bow fighter of the Royal Australian Air Force from World War II. You obviously probably don't know what a bow fighter is, but it's a big twin-engine strike aircraft with covered in machine guns and cannons. Like Allies use them to really put the hurt on Axis shipping, generally, blowing up ships with their cannons and rockets and torpedoes and stuff. Anyway, I just decided, you know what? I've always wanted one. I'm going to buy one. So I did, and it should be here on Monday.
Oh, nice.
So, so it has a stand, and you can put different weapons on it, whatever. Put the landing gear down or have it up or whatever. You know, I'm hoping it is what. I'm hoping it's all that I want it to be, because if it is, look out. There's going to be another collection started. Like, I've already got a Lego Star Wars collection, I've got the F1 cars collection that I've started. But I think, yeah, die cast, because you can just put them in a display case, or you know, they're just cool. They're colourful. They're metal, so they're a bit more hardier than the plastic. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. But yeah, that cost me way more than I was hoping. And also starting a collection of like sports clothing too. Like I've got an All Blacks jersey now. I've got a Warriors jersey. Got a Dragons jersey. I've got a Team New Zealand, Emirates Team New Zealand sailing T-shirt. Like I'm just starting to get just a collection of stuff, which is good because eventually when I set up the man cave, whenever I get my own pad, then there's somewhere for it all to go. But, yeah, weird priorities, I suppose, but yeah, that's one thing. Just weird hobbies of mine. I just start random collections of stuff, I guess.
It's awesome, though. How are you getting on over there?
Hey,
How are you getting on over at your yard?
at my yard.
Yeah.
Fine, I guess. I've just come back with my. I just got back with my tractor after washing it.
Oh, nice. I'm just standing out the front of my house at the moment.
Okay, ready for a fast forward.
Yeah, I guess you can say that. A bit of a break. Get up
Yeah,
and stretch the legs and pour myself another drink.
that's a good point. Yeah, could be something to look at doing. See, that's where I'm lucky. I can vape inside. So you don't really have that that courtesy, I suppose.
Mm.
see.
Oh well, I suppose on that note, we'll take a wee break, and we'll do what we got to do, and we'll catch up with you guys shortly.
Yeah. Stay classy.
And we're back.
Welcome back.
Bit of a sneaky wee fast forward there, but don't worry about that.
No one saw it.
Oh, I suppose you want my harvester down there.
Oh, I've got a harvester.
Yeah, two of us going at once.
Oh, and then just run my big bin.
Yeah, the big bin.
Yeah, we can do that. I'll just jack it up on my. Ooh, bit of lag there. Jack it up on my fence. Oh wow. Oh, the side effects of fast forwarding like that. Oh, I've got pellets of. Oh, I got pellets of stuff everywhere, ready to take to the shop now.
The things you do to get ready for harvesting, eh?
Yeah. We'll start with the big bugger right up the top, and then slowly just work our way back towards the yard. Probably the best bet.
Shot for tuning in again, by the way, Sam. Good to see you here. Unfortunately, I'm not on the beers though, so...
I'll just park it up here.
So when you say the big one, are you meaning the one out by itself, or the one by your house?
The one out will be 30, 31, 32, then 34.
The ones that you've joined together.
Yeah, so we'll do 31, 32, 34, 33, and then the two little ones. I guess you'd say the two little ones next to the yard. Just jumping back in. We harvest it.
I am on the way.
I need to get petrol, fill it up with some juice.
What we got planted and had it just coming past the old forestry paddock now.
Cool. Just about full of diesel. And I'm stuck again. Oh dear Lord. Why do I do this? Well, I'll be there when I get there. Currently having fisticuffs with a fuel bowser. I'm sorted. I'm away. I really need to actually put this lane in that I've been talking about putting in for months. Through the middle of 44, but it is what it is.
trailer. I'll start on the hidden passes and I'll let you decide where direction you want to do.
It's probably already set to auto. Yeah, because I've harvested this one. Oh, hang on. That'll be different. It's a different harvester.
Just go swiftly.
Yeah. Oh, you're just doing a manual run?
Nah, it's still set for 2 hidden passes. It's still having set the up and downs or any set work direction yet.
Right. Okay.
This is your farm, so I'll let you make the decisions.
10 degrees.
10.
10 degrees, yeah. Probably the best bet. So those are real long runs.
Good to me.
We're into it. Depending what time we finish up doing this, might spitballing ideas here. Might drive into town, go to one of the 24-hour fuel stations and grab some liquids for my body.
Some hydration.
Some hydration. You have 40-minute drive just to get a couple of bottles of Coke. And maybe a 4-pack of Mothers. Oh dear. I'll either go, well, it's not really 40 minutes, it's like 35 if you just ring it up. I could probably easily do it in 25, but I like my licence. I don't know if you've heard, but Queensland has the harshest penalties for speeding in Australia.
No, I didn't know that one.
Yeah. Even if you're 20 something k's over the limit, they say I got clocked doing 130. It'd be like a $2,500 fine.
Oh, far out.
It's not worth it, eh? I tell you what, it's easy enough to do. It is easy to do. And I think you'll get like 8 or 9 demerit points too. So the big difference between Australia and New Zealand with the demerits is you get 10 here, whereas in New Zealand you get 100. But obviously the amount of demerits you lose in New Zealand is more, but it still works out to be the same percentage per offence, if you know what I mean. So I saw somewhere, must have been yesterday, a truck driver got caught driving 124 k's an hour. It was on the Hume Highway. So it might have been just south of Brisbane. Yeah, he got a $2,000 fine and 8 merits. And I'm pretty sure his truck was defected too. They gave him a defect notice for his truck. So that'll be his job in jeopardy. His boss might be happy about that. Das ist nicht sehr gut. To the tractor. I was thinking of chucking a grain silo in up there as well, so I have two. Because otherwise, yeah, it's a long way to go to drop stuff off at the other end. To go all the way back down. So. Yeah, so I might chuck just a 100,000 litre silo in there. The forestry, it might be in the way, but I don't mind. Figure that one out. Is it that hilly bit on the left? Yeah. For some reason, I don't own that land, even though I can plant there and plough and do all the groundwork. When it came to deforming the land there to flatten it out, it told me I didn't own it. So. Yeah, later on. I'm not sure I'm going to get away with solo. It's a bit in the ground, but it'll do. Oh, I see that part. Hang on, I'll fix that. What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you going? What are you up to?
Going to unload.
Ah. You're just going to unload.
Yeah, I'll just go to the trailer and unload.
There is a silo there now.
Where about?
right there. You just drive on in.
Oh, the forestry yard.
Yeah. That might be a bit rough getting into it. Didn't even think I could have put the silo just next to my house. Just like, why not? At least it's not too far to go. I do sort of hope that the new map sort of addresses some of the flaws in geomorphing, terrain morphing have on this. But I guess we'll see. Can't be that far away. I haven't seen any more screenshots, to be fair, so I know there was some a while ago. Been too busy. We've still got a ton of trees to chip up, but that may never happen. Plain and simple, just may never happen. At least that grain silo doesn't look out of place over there, which is good. Yes, I think there is. We'll be back. I'm just gonna go tinkle. I can just leave autopilot on. Sweet. BRB. timed that well. Right at the end of the run.
You got much planned for the rest of your weekend?
Nah. Yeah. No, nice quiet one. But oh, I might go do some groceries tomorrow. And see how I feel. I was gonna go wash the car down the car wash, but ended up buying stuff and I wasn't super cheap. So, that's about that.
I'm gonna say it's been quite nice driving the Senator around.
Yeah,
Been a while.
your left leg will be like, whoa, what's this?
Well, not really, because I drive for a truck.
Oh, true, yeah, but that's got a way softer clutch than the Senator. Alfie.
Yeah. It's got a sort of clutch.
Even I could drive Alfie. Even I'm missing the point. Oh, you get it? Aye, just a wee bit.
But yeah, I definitely need to give the Senator some love.
Needs a bit of TLC.
And unfortunately, the major winners I need to drop steering rack and subframe.
Bushes.
Nah, not bushes. I gotta redo the sun gasket.
Oh. What, just the seal, or
Yeah. Needs a new one.
it's a pain in the ass?
So made the mistake after being not to do it. Old bolts.
Oh,
So bolt removal.
oh yeah, it's gonna shag it.
So it's another fun job of getting the engine crank again and doing the fun jobs again.
Yeah. Well, at least you know what you're doing. You don't have to pay some guy to do it.
I don't
Yes,
really know what I'm doing, but I'll have somebody there to be able to do
Yeah.
it. So.
YouTube is always a great place to get some good info for that sort of thing. Or forums. Hit up some forums.
Just like I'll have keep an eye on things.
Yeah.
So he helped last night, so
True. How are you for
70%. See how I go. I might make it to the end of this run. Already popped up again. So they actually go past the without speeding up really.
True, yeah, you're only doing slither. On my way. I don't think we should just got an AI worker to start from one end in my harvester, and then I could just run the bin.
Yeah, we can always do that on the next field. We're making pretty good time on this one.
Yeah.
You say we're not going to get this finished tonight though, so...
Oh no way. I can't see that happening. We'll definitely get this paddock done. It's a big job.
So we're getting 6.3 to the hectare though.
Yeah, I don't think it's bad soil up this end. Even though I didn't follow all the correct processes. Oh no, it's silty clay loam with elements of sandy loam. And there's a nice ribbon of sand over there. I don't even know though. Oh, okay. It's not the worst. It could be better. Definitely could be better.
Getting about 30% close strip too.
Yeah, what it lacks in soil quality, it makes up for in just volume of the paddock, the size of the paddock. But yeah, there is quite a large swath of clay right through the bore. So, well, that does, yeah, it still seems to be maintaining 6.2 tons a hectare. Okay. Yeah. Well, having said that, having all those beehives probably helps too, to be fair. Maybe. I don't know, there's not really flowering. It's not really a flowering crop, is it? Say canola would pump real hard out here. All those beehives. Maybe cotton, I don't know. But yeah, it seems to be sitting at about 99%. Thereabouts. Oh yes, jumped up to 7.8. Cool. It was definitely a good idea merging these two paddocks. And yeah, could have added 33 to it as well. 33. Could have added 33. Maybe.
Make one big mega paddock.
Mega paddock, yeah. But then, as we figured out, doesn't matter how, like, even if your paddock's huge, it's sometimes not cost effective to use big gear, because generally speaking big gear means go slow. What we found with those rollers. charge me phone. No, Xfinity Series is on tomorrow morning. I might get up and watch that. 9:30, so it's not a late start, which is good. It's not super early. What are you sitting at the moment?
94.
Yeah, I'm at 82, so by the time I get down this end. I'll swap the tractor. Come unload you. Oh, overcooked beer. Rocky Moses. 50,000 litres in her. Go. Tip it all off. So I've left my harvester running apparently. Yep. Sort of more farm than yarn. We're focused on the job.
Coming up to winter. Some people away on their holidays.
Lucky for some. Yeah, obviously I didn't go to River Fire in Brisbane, but I've seen some pretty cool photos, so that's right. Saw yesterday when I went out to Oki, there was a couple of Chinooks flying around in formation, which was kind of cool. And Chinooks, they're not small helicopters either. They're rather large helicopters. Scoot around the army base together, which was cool. So I've seen that, ticked that off, seen 2 of them, and there was a Tiger attack helicopter flying around doing some laps, which was also cool. Always like seeing those, yeah. But they're all getting replaced this year, I think, with Apaches from the States, which is, oh man, I can't wait to see an Apache. That's something that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. I think they're the E model. So it's probably the most capable attack helicopter on the planet. So, I mean, this is all just Australia prepping for war with China. But I like just
had a
okay. Well, tractor and trailers right there. It's just I don't know, it's not enough. Like, Australia has heaps of real cool military technology, but it's still not enough. It's not enough to take on China. Not after they've just flexed with the largest. I don't know if it was China's largest or the world's largest. It was just a massive military parade to celebrate the end of World War II. It was like 80 years, something like that. And it will be 80 years. And, oh, just ridiculous, man. I watched a couple of videos about it the other night. Just tanks and APCs and troops, cruise missiles and ballistic missiles. Like, man, China needs to be, yeah. Somebody needs to tell them to stop. Having said that, like, every generation, or like every 100 years, the balance of power changes. That's just history. It's just how it's always been. And China reckons that it's got the ability to lead the world into the next chapter. So yeah. And of course, there's countries out there that are like, no, you're not allowed. You can't do this. And then I think go back to the start of the last century. It was England. England was the world's superpower. And like, I wouldn't call them like they're a shadow of the global influence they used to have now. America's just clinging on, really. Just clinging on. But yeah, bad things are coming. I've been saying that for the past like 15 years. But bad things are coming. I actually saw a thing earlier that so, what was it, 2019? SEAL Team 6 went in to do some dodgy stuff to North Korea, and the mission turned to custard, and the SEAL Team 6 are the same dudes that got Bin Laden, and their plan was to go into North Korea and plant some listening devices so they could keep a track of Kim Jong-un, whatever he was doing with his nuclear program. And the way they were, I guess you'd say, inserted into the battlefield, into the area, whatever, the Americans, the Navy SEALs were on a nuclear sub. This nuclear sub was attached, had two of these midget subs on it that the SEALs used to sneak around undetected on. But they thought they were spotted by a North Korean so that they thought it was a gunboat. So they scrubbed the mission and opened fire on this boat. And then turned out the boat was just a handful of North Korean fishermen. But they ended up. This is. I reckon this is just real bad on America's part, to be fair. They ended up going to see the damage they'd done, make sure they'd killed them all, and they realised that it was just a fishing boat and they were just fishermen. And yeah, they were all dead. The SEAL team cleaned them up, and then they proceeded to deflate their lungs and throw their bodies overboard so they wouldn't float. I think that was pretty gnarly detail. That yeah, they made sure they were dead and then punctured their lungs and threw them overboard. It's crazy. Yeah, bad juju's. Oh, SEAL Team 6. That's a story, isn't it?
Sweet one too.
just a little one, yeah. I didn't expect to see that. You know, hear about that. Huh. Normally you hear nothing. Like, not a dicky word what the country special forces are up to. For some reason, yeah, the Pentagon released that. So I think Donald Trump's changed the name of the Pentagon to the Department of War. That was another thing I read. It's an interesting name change, but I suppose it's a reflection of the times. So, interesting stuff. For me, anyway. Oh, I'm getting the yawns. What's going on? It's not that late, what's the time? Oh, okay, it is kind of late. Jeff, Mr. Jeff. Jeff Snapchat me. So, what are you doing? I was live stream. Switch to live. Oh, yeah, so I don't know. I've got to see where the nearest place to get something to drink is. I don't really want to go to like Hungry Jack's or McDonald's. That's not going to help. Go 24-hour fuel. BP truck stop. Where's that? Charlton. Well, that's like an hour away. That's like 40 minutes away. Or more. Oh, it's only half an hour. Oh, I'm not going out to do. There is no way I'm taking the Commodore down there. Holy moly. No, my luck. No, my luck, I'll hit a kangaroo. A car. Oh, rude. Rude, Jeff, if you're watching. It is rude.
You say?
He's like, I couldn't think of anything worse to be doing right now. Or, you know, in less words than that. Like, oh, you don't understand. Don't understand, Mr. Jeff. You don't understand. He wants me to get Helldivers too. No, I don't really want to part way with. I think it's $98 or something like that. If it goes to Game Pass, I'll play it. But I went and bought Ready or Not, and I was like, yeah, this is a great game. No one else bought it. It's so. Yeah, he talked about it, but he didn't do it. I Ready or Not was. I think it's a real good game. But obviously, I've got about 7 or 8 games that I've played for a few hours. Like, this is a cool game. I'll come back to this. Still playing Farming Simulator and War Thunder. Still just happy to play the 2 games. Because all the time, like, I'll get home from work and I'll get out of my uniform and stuff and sit down, and then I'll jump on War Thunder and play a couple games, and then just turn the TV on, you know, change it to TV just to watch stuff. And then before I know it, it's like 8:30, 9:30, and I'm ready for bed. I'm like, work in the morning, old man, sore back, carrying the team, sore back.
I'm not the same though. Yeah. I'm not playing this. I'm playing.
Yeah, we've all got our other muses. Me. M3. Oh, we might have another 20 minutes to go here. It's going to start getting into, the runs are shorter now. Once you get up past the house, they start getting short.
Oh yeah.
Oh, did you go unload? I just said to him, I said, no, it's okay that you're not a fan. That's all I said. Oh, I had the worst technical difficulties ever today. It was so bad. So obviously I went into Toowoomba, got my new LEDs and I shot across back around the corner to the plaza. And I went and got myself over here they call it HSP, but it's just mixed meat chips. It's just Turkish stock standard meat chips. And I went and grabbed that, and then I paid for it with my phone, as I do. Oh no, we've got issues here. Call Dr. Phil. We've got issues. And I went and paid for it with my phone, etc. And then left my phone unlocked and slid it back into my pocket. And then didn't check it again for a while because I was just sort of sitting there watching the world go by. Because, God, there's some interesting people that shop at Toowoomba Plaza. Holy moly. There's something about like the southern parts of just all towns and cities. Fruity. But anyway, I ended up taking like 24 screenshots of mine and Jeff's chat, and then accidentally called him a couple times, and then somehow exited out of that and ended up calling one of my colleagues. And had no idea I'd done that, and then I got back to the car and I was like, oh no.
Oops.
No, I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. Jeff was like, are you okay? I was like, yeah, my bad. Oh, just bad. I haven't had anything like that happen in a long time, but yeah, I didn't even think about it. Just phone straight in the pocket. Chat open. Boom. Yeah, these things happen.
Oh, so when you say Jeff, are you meaning Jeff you work with?
No, Jeff, Mr. Jeff, like our Jeff, not work, mate. Get off. I don't have workmate Jeff on Snapchat. Because yeah, I was talking to other Jeff, our Jeff. No, I haven't talked to workmate Jeff since Friday afternoon. He started throwing a wobbly about one of the jobs that we're doing. And I was just like, I'm at home. I'm finished already. Ignore. Oh, bit of a lag spike there. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the latest, or the next, the imminent War Thunder update. Speaking of other games, getting an Australian F-18. Hell yeah! Even if it's the old version, not the Super Hornet, but the original Hornet, the Legacy Hornet as they call it. That's still cool. Another Australian plane. They're very much leaning towards making a Commonwealth territory, which would be bloody cool. Be somewhere where you can have like Australian, South African, Canadian, maybe even the odd New Zealand vehicle in there, which is it's just cool. It's nice to know that they haven't forgotten this, because War Thunder is made by a Russian company, so it's can't expect them to. Obviously, they try to be apolitical, and they do a pretty good job of it too. Even though it's obviously a military game.
Yeah.
Another lag spike. They're not like pro-Russia or pro-Ukraine or anything like that. They tend to listen to their what do you call us? Their community. They tend to listen to us. If people want things or have issues with it, it doesn't take to sort it out and fix it. It's pretty good. They do a good job. I mean, like I said, I've been playing War Thunder for 7 or 8 years, but almost since it started, since it first dropped. And now they're about to release a VR version of it. So I'm contemplating buying a PS5 and a VR headset so I can play that. Even though my brother's got one, but I'd rather just buy my own. So I mean, ultimately I could have kept my PS5 that I had before I moved over and just bought both of them with me, but yeah, it was good pocket money. I'm gonna be interested to see just how many tons we get off this paddock. Oh, another lag spike. You all good just parked there? Oh, rolling the dart.
No, I'm working on a little something.
Yep, just got one then.
Oh,
Another little egg spawn.
and put it into a tree.
Oh, yeah. You crashed into my house. You're in my yard, mate. How are you gonna get that out of there? Oh dear.
Can't edit that out.
No, we've all seen that.
Oh well.
I've skipped 2 runs. Hopefully it was worth it. Yeah, I'm thinking I found myself looking at um, rims and tyre packages again today. Just having a wee look around. And I'm still here. I haven't decided whether or not I get like bronze ones or black ones. But I'm definitely just going to keep them as 19s. I think having the slightly thicker profile tyre, especially with the state of some of these roads, is probably a good idea. I don't want to put like 20s on it, then have like super low profile tyres on it. So if I hit a pothole, it's just gonna, yeah, damage my rim. I don't want to replace rims and stuff like that. Ooh, I'm getting a few leg spikes tonight. Oh, hang on. I think I see what you've done. Did you... Wait. No, is it still there? That hump in the paddock? Or is that...
It's just a figment of your imagination. As I said though, it'll make sense to you shortly.
You did smooth it out. Oh, thank you. Appreciate that.
I haven't done anything,
Wait,
mate.
no, I haven't? No. It is a figment of my imagination.
Oh, it's safe to say that it'll be the last time I do this one.
This what? Whatever you've done, whatever you're doing is make the spike.
Yeah. I know exactly what the problem is too, so... everything will be fixed. But it's going to take a bit to fix it.
Uh-oh. That sounds ominous.
I'll fill you in a bit later on.
Okay. We're messing with settings again. I do want to reprofile this corner though. It's like something of...
Put less of a curve in it too.
Yeah, I'll just round it right off because it's at that point it's going a what, like, yeah, the angle's too much and I just want to curve it around. So just plant grass there, you know, paint grass. So when we're doing headland runs, stuff like that, it's just straight round.
What percent are you at?
42.
Yeah, I think we need to finish the paddock in on the 94.
Yeah.
Load this.
I don't know how much is in the trailer. Probably a fair bit. Oh, no, maybe? There shouldn't be a heap in the trailer. I know there's probably a fair chunk in the silo.
I'd like to hope so.
It's a big job doing this paddock.
Yeah, it sure is.
Would be done by now if we had an extra person, but
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah. Especially with having to go unload and occasionally dump that load again, you know. All the way down there, come back, swap vehicles again. Would be well and truly done, but it's all good. It's not our first rodeo. Just glad it's not. Bloody hell. Glad I'm not doing it by myself, like, you know, solo, offline, whatever. My private map, I guess you'd call it. Having said that, I'd just use AI workers to do all the harvesting, and I'd run around in the chaser bin. My But I actually don't know how well it would go having an AI worker and a harvester while you or me are in another harvest. Like, I guess it would work, but you'd have to do it. You'd just have to work from the opposite end of the paddock to them.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because I reckon they'd get confused if they got to the next run and there was nothing there. They'd be like, what?
Obviously, one thing I do know is, like, and you guys wouldn't be able to join it, but if I was to load in my mods on PC, I can run it with Courseplay and Autodrive.
That's it, yeah. We don't have that luxury.
No, no, which is a bit gutting, but it is what it is.
Yep.
We do what we can with what we've got.
What we've got, yeah, yeah. Well, the good thing is I'll definitely get this paddock finished by the space I got here. But I could even just, well, when we go to harvest the next paddock, I can just set an AI worker up in here with the cultivator on, or the discs, or the plough, whatever it needs, and they can just go for gold while we carry on harvesting. But hopefully next time we do this, we have an actual person or two extra. Be very good. Be very nice. Ay, ay, ay. I'm on the final strip now.
Oh, nice. I had a bit of a muck up there.
Did you?
Yeah, I gave it away.
I think I know what you're talking about now.
Yeah.
I might have heard it. 79. And done. Alrighty.
Well, that's one paddock done. One paddock of how much? 8.4 plus 10.75. So just under 20 pretty much.
yeah. Oh,
So
it says
just under
22.3 hectares on my little panel thingy, top left corner. 22.3 harvested. I don't know if that's, well, actually, I think that's just how much the tractors that the harvester's done, full stop. But I don't know, 8.2 maybe. Oh,
Oh yeah, 23.7 on mine. But I think that'll be
oh yeah,
from the last harvest too.
yeah. Bugger it. That's a pain in the ass.
You wee beehives buzzing away.
Trailer's full and I've still got stuff in the harvester to dump out too. That's great. Love when that happens. Oh, sawmills are still pumping out wood.
Ah, yeah.
Is your harvester empty, is it?
Yeah. Got it all parked up over here for the next one.
Oh, yeah, yep. Oh, wow. Pay attention.
Guessing you'll bring your harvester over here too, will you?
Which one's that?
Your
The
harvester.
Dorito. The Dorito paddock.
Yeah. Moved on to
Yep.
that little one.
What, yeah, the Dorito? Oh, no, you're at 33.
Or are you wanting to do that big one next?
No, I'll just do the other one. Just to drop down to 33.
Oh. Bloody good.
Yep. Hang on, give me a second. I need to.
Poof. Disappear.
I'll tell you how much we got off that paddock in a second.
I was gonna just wait until we've finished. I know it'll be a real good number.
Yeah, there's definitely probably a couple 100,000 litres. I'm just trying to think how many times I unloaded the trailer. I think 4 times. So there might even be 200,000 litres in there.
The beast.
Boobies.
Grow up.
Boobies.
Oh, well.
Well, on that note.
Yeah. Dunno. Thanks for watching, guys.
Yeah, appreciate your attendance.
And, yeah. We
Until
shall
next time.
catch you in the next one.
All right. Thanks, everyone.